It's a stadium with a proud football tradition. It has hosted several World Cups. It has some football tradition, too. And from where the Berlin Thunder won 3 NFL Europe championships, it is so good to be back here in Berlin's Olympic Stadium. Up next, it's our main event. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And here we go from Berlin. Ashton Doolin now to return. He's going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Gravity Lions. Hey, smash. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Nice, let's go now. Ready, right?
Richardson on 1st and 10. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to bring up first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther street. Let's go.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Team 7. Visitors nothing.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Penix on 1st down. Brought in close to the 8. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Huskies finish off their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Huskies respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Bradley Pinion.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Ready? 70, number 1. Go street.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Rig alert, rig alert. Steady.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Left side into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense to the line fast. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown. These guys have taken the first quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And his guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Penix now on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And they're going to have a first down now. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him an 18-yard pickup there, and that gives him the first.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan, believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Rocco 80.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown. The Huskies trim the lead to 1. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Doolin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Got it. Ready?
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from this one right after this. Back for the second quarter here on EA Sports. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it deep downfield. And that is a touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Visitors 14. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. From the shotgun, Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Huskies can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can, and certainly was, effective.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Huskies tie this game at 21.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, they'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get it? Cowboy, Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready, right?
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's brought in, it's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
At the 39-yard
Hawk 70,
line.
Hawk 70. Hurt. 70, Timberwolves. Hey, check that. Street. Let go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackled there by James Pierce.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Well, Brock, a lot of the scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Berlin on the other side.
Ready up.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go. Shot 60 Maverick. Bronco 80.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That one nabbed by Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set now. First and 10.
Go. Ready.
They give to Taylor, right side. Running in the red zone. And the ground game works for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Visitors 21.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff.
Sanchez set to kick off.
Fielded at the 7. He's going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's Penix to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Toronto.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60.
To the air with Penix. Has him running the comeback. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Huskies earn the chance to tie it before halftime. So skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Huskies tie us up 28-all.
Bradley Pinion set
now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10.
Riggs, come up, Viking, 18.
Throwing now, Richardson. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives him a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Play fake, it's Richardson. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's second down.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second.
Rig alert, Not 70, get the wolf.
To throw, Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here we go. 19, go.
Here he goes, third and long. Absolutely fires this one right side. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, here's Penix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Huskies take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Huskies 35. Our home team 28.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Pinion set to kick off.
Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Go street. Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Back to throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it sets up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
One last play before the break.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18. Ready.
The final throw before the break. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18.
Starting the half with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what we could call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Dose of the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Here's Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. 19.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Penix working from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Robinson. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
On the return, here's Doolin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Here's Richardson. A nice run here past the 35. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
70.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Here's Richardson. Right side. This is reeled in by Warren. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he is in. Touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. PAT effort coming up. Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And his guys cut it to a field goal game.
35.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardy on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Hardy on the return. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the Running back sent in motion. From the shotgun, Penix. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Huskies lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On the return, here's Doolin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Go! Hiking 18! Ready?
Play action with Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Ready?
Richardson now on first and 10. It's downfield. He's got it. And he will take this in. Touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try the point after. The XP is up and good. And these guys cut it to a field goal game. A very active quarter for us.